All right, continuing on with our discussion of how to solve exponential and logarithmic equations. This exponential equation, first thing you want to do is get rid of the fraction, so you multiply by 2. So notice you get e to the x minus e to the negative x equals 10. Then remember, like we did in the last one, we will take e to the negative x and make it 1 over e to the x. Then to get rid of the fraction, we'll multiply each term by e to the x, so that the fraction goes away. You have e to the 2x minus 1 equals 10 e to the x. Then remember, you move the 10 e to the x over to the other side and set it equal to 0. And then you can factor, so we'll let z equal e to the x. So this is the same as z squared minus 10z minus 1 equals 0. Now, there are no factors of -1 that add to -10, so what we can do is do the quadratic formula. So we let a equal 1, b equal -10, c equal -1. So we have the opposite of -10, plus or minus the square root of -10 squared, minus 4 times a times c, all over 2a. So we have 10 plus or minus the square root of 100 plus 4 all over 2. So we'll bring it up here. So 10 plus or minus the square root of 104 over 2. The square root of 104 is the same as the square root of 4 times the square root of 26. So that's 2 square root 26 over 2. And then you can simplify by factoring out a 2 from everything. So you get 5 plus or minus the square root of 26. So that means z equals 5 plus or minus the square root of 26, which means e to the x equals 5 plus the square root of 26, or e to the x equals 5 minus the square root of 26. Well, remember, to solve this, we'll take the ln of both sides. So the x rolls to the front. Remember, the ln of e is 1. And in this case, we do the same thing. Roll that to the front. So you get x equals the ln of 5 minus the square root of 26. 5 plus the square root of 26 is approximately 2.3 something if you put that in your calculator. So it's a positive number. So the ln of 5 plus the square root of 26 works since it's a positive number. But the 5 minus the square root of 26, this is actually negative if you put that in your calculator. So this one does not exist. So you only have one answer. All right, the next one, remember, we'll translate this into an exponential. So it becomes 10 squared equals x squared. 100 equals x squared. And remember, we take the square root, but remember, we're going to put plus or minus. So x is equal to plus or minus 10, which makes sense because even though I'm putting -10, I square it and I get positive. So there are two answers to this. There are two answers to this equation, plus or minus 10. The next one, you combine the ln by multiplying. And that's equal to And notice we'll roll the 2 to the front, so ln of x squared. Then notice there's an ln on both sides, so we'll cancel this out. So we get 3x minus 2 times x minus 1 is equal to x squared. You FOIL, so you get 3x squared minus 3x minus 2x plus 2 is equal to x squared. Subtract the x squared, so we get 2x squared. Combine like terms, minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. Then you have to ask yourself, what are the factors of 4 that add to negative 5? And they are negative 4 and negative 1. So when you factor, you get 2x squared minus 4x minus x plus 2 equals 0. Group the first and the last. Factor out what they have in common. Notice what's in the parentheses is the same, so that's x minus 2. And what's outside is the rest, 2x minus 1. So when you solve this, you get x equals 2 and x equals 1/2. Now look, when you put these back in, 2 will make it positive, positive, positive. 1/2 will, 3/2 minus 2 does not give you, 3/2 minus 2 does not give you a positive number. 3/2 minus 2 does not give you a positive number. So therefore 1/2 does not work when you put it back in. So 2 is the final answer. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoyed your 3-day weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday when you get back.